So this last November, me and Murphy decided to partake in a short series called Spiderbatvember. And this video is just a compilation of all 30 days and all 60 of our customs. It also has the winner of the series because we asked you guys to vote every day for who you thought did a better job. So at the end of the video, you will see who the winner is. So today is the first day of Spiderbatvember, and if you don't know what that is, it's where you take one character from Spider-Man's mythos and one character from Batman's mythos, and you combine them into one, and we're doing that in Lego form. And so me and MC Studs are going to be making 2 customs for every day, and we want you guys to vote down below in the comments to see who did a better job in your opinion. So starting with my custom here, we have my Spiderbat. I obviously wanted to get the Spider-Man color scheme across, but still giving some of the bat suit elements. So I went with the most tactical looking Spider-Man suit, which I felt was the Homecoming Spider-Man from the Sancta modular set. And then I obviously just gave him a Batman cowl, Batman cape, and utility belt just to get that tactical look across. Now let's take a look at what Murphy has.
Alright guys, first figure of Spiderbatvember, whatever this is called. This is MC Studs showing off my Spiderbat. As you can see, sort of went with the Spider-Man color scheme. Tried to pick a torso that wasn't super basic. I wanted to get that utility belt in there and then keep the red and blue design so it sort of matches the color. That's the reason I went with that Scarlet Spider torso is to, I don't know, it kind of has the logo in the middle like a bat suit. I mean, not really, but also as the belt. And then obviously the red cowl, red cape. So vote for me or whatever.
So yeah, those are our customs for Spiderbatvember Day 1. Leave a comment down below of which one you prefer. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow with our next custom. Today is Day 2 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character and one Batman character and mash them together to make a whole new character. Today we're doing Green Goblin and the Joker. First up, we have my custom Green Goblin Joker minifigure. I used the Vulture torso to give it a tactical look like from the Green Goblin armor design from the Sam Raimi movies. I also gave him some tattered cloth accessories to give him that No Way Home look. I also wanted to include Joker's pale white skin and green hair, so I had to use the CMF version for that. And I also, on his glider, gave him a clown face at the front with a big red nose, as I felt like that really tied the entire design together. But let's see what Murphy had.
Alright guys, for Day 2 we got Joker meets the Green Goblin. As you can tell, kind of was inspired by the mask here, if you've ever seen that. We just went with the Nicholson torso. I liked keeping the gloves on because I sort of like the idea of him being in shadow and you sort of can't tell until he reveals who he is, which is the green guy. So that's sort of why I went with the hat look. I didn't think the green hair would look very good on this, and yeah, so vote for me again or whatever.
And that'll do it for Spiderbatvember Day 2. Don't forget to comment down below who you think did a better job, and I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Today is Day 3 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character and one Batman character and mash them together to make one new character in Lego. Today, we have Doc Ock and Mr. Freeze. And here's my custom. I obviously wanted to incorporate Mr. Freeze's gun into Doc Ock's tentacles, as I really like the concept of that. And then I went for a not fully freezed version for the man under the suit, as I felt like it'd be fun if he still had a little bit of his humanity that he was still holding on to. Now, let's see what Murphy has.
Alright guys, Day 3 of Spiderbatvember. We got Octo Freeze. Went for the moderner Mr. Freeze with that Captain Cold head, which I think gives it that Doc Ock look. Obviously, we got the arms, and the arms are utilizing the freeze guns rather than him holding it, which I thought was fun, I guess. So, yeah, let me know. Vote for me, I guess. Again, whatever.
And that was Day 3 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below in the comments for who you think did a better job, and subscribe so you can see what's up next for Day 4. Today is Day 4 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character and one Batman character and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we're doing that with Vulture and Scarecrow. Now, with my figure here, I wanted to take 2 versions of Scarecrow and Vulture that were really similar, being the Arkham Knight and Spider-Man Homecoming versions of each character, and put them together because I felt like they looked similar enough to each other. So I kept the hood and syringe hand from Scarecrow and added the wings and puffy flight collar jacket to Vulture. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 4 of whatever this is called. We got Scarecrow meets the Vulture. As you can see, I sort of went for that look with the bat wings, and then we got the Vulture flight jacket with that modern Scarecrow head in order to get those green eyes, which I think sort of ties into the color schemes for Vulture there. So I'm pretty happy with this one. It's probably my favorite so far. We also got the upgraded setup, so expect some quality coming.
And that was day 4 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job, and why don't you like and subscribe so you can see what happens next in day 5. Today is day 5 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character and one Batman character and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today we have Harley Quinn and Hobgoblin. First up is my custom. You can see I obviously wanted to keep the Hobgoblin color scheme, but I wanted to give it the patchwork design of the Harley Quinn costume. And then I gave it the Harley Quinn head to keep that white skin consistent with Green Goblin, but I gave her goggled head, as I feel like that would be fun for her flying around on her glider. And I added a skull head on the front of her glider with the iconic Harley Quinn hat, just to tie it all together back to Harley Quinn. Now let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 5, we got Harley Quinn mixed with Hobgoblin. As you can see, I went for the leather jacket look here, the Harley Quinn colors, and then I added some Hobgoblin elements like the tan skin with the Hobgoblin face, obviously, with the red eyes, and then we got the pumpkin mallet. So I used those pumpkin pieces to get that Hobgoblin and Harley Quinn feel.
And that was day 5 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below in the comments who you think did a better job, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see what happens next in day 6. Today is day 6 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today we have Penguin and Kingpin. You can see that I obviously wanted to keep a lot of the Penguin's physical attributes with his monocle and his height being taken account for, but I wanted to apply the Kingpin's color scheme to that, like his white suit coat and purple pants. And honestly, I was unsure if I wanted to go with the umbrella or with Kingpin's cane, so I went for Kingpin's cane, as I felt like that added the nice extra Kingpin touch to the character. Now let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 7, we got Penguin meets Kingpin. I know you guys have been complaining about me just combining parts in both figures, but that's pretty much what I did here. I went for the Kingpin sort of head, the purple pants for both of them. Got that Penguin torso, kept the Penguin hat, the Kingpin mask, and then I thought it would be cool to include the Penguin with the rose, which is sort of Kingpin's signature. Oh, there he goes. In the Daredevil 2003 movie, so that's why I included that.
And that was day 6 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you guys think did a better job, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay tuned for what we have next for day 7. Today is day 7 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today we have Tim Drake and Miles Morales. Now these two characters were pretty easy to put together for me, as they both share a black and red color scheme, but I added the gold to represent the yellow of the Robin costume. I thought a cool idea would be to make the cape where the web wings would be for a Spider-Man costume, and then I gave him a Robin-like mask and just tried to get that black and red color scheme across that they both share. Now let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 7, we got Miles Morales mixed with Tim Drake here. I went for the scuba Spidey and His Amazing Friends Miles Morales torso because it gives that red look of a Robin with the yellow logo. Then we got Black Vulcan's head to give that mask, the Robin mask effect. We got the bow staff, the yellow cape, slowly turning. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one, so vote for me.
And that was day 7 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow in day 8. Today is day 8 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today we have Mysterio and Riddler. You can see with my design, I obviously wanted to keep the iconic fishbowl dome that Mysterio has, but then I wanted to put it on a pretty cool Riddler figure from Arkham Asylum this year, which is the suit with all the question marks over it, and I really love the purple tie and the gold tie clip that's in the shape of a question mark, and I added the Riddler cane to give him that Riddler aesthetic, and the purple cape for just an extra touch of Mysterio. Now let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 8 we got Mysterio meets the Riddler. As you can see, I used that 2025 Riddler torso because I really like how it just used the gold, which I think sort of ties into Mysterio there. And then obviously we got the purple cape with that waist cape or that neck cape for the collar, which I think for me is a look I really like for Mysterio. And I think this one came out pretty nice with that gold head underneath.
And that was day 8 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job in the comments below. I know that some days it could be pretty challenging, but I think today it's pretty obvious who did a better job. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see what we have in store for you tomorrow for day 9. Today is day 9 of Spiderbatvember. We take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today we have Tombstone and Two-Face. You can see here with my design that I obviously wanted to keep the iconic black and white suit for Two-Face. And then I found this head from, I believe, Chima, where it has the white skin that Tombstone has, but it has a blue scarred sections on half of his face. And then I kept the all white hair for Tombstone, and then I obviously had to give him the iconic Two-Face scarred coin. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Hey guys, so for day 9 we got Tombface, which is a mix between Tombstone and Two-Face. So for this one, what I did was I went with, oh, don't look at the head actually. I went with the tomb being quite literally, so we gave that the mummy face. I know this is kind of giving Hush vibes, but I just thought the one eye, half the face covered, and then, you know, the word tomb. It's a creative attempt, right?
And that was day 9 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see what we have in store for you for day 10. Today is day 10 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together and make one brand new character. Today we have Jessica Drew Spider-Woman and Kaine Batwoman. You can see that with my custom, I obviously wanted to keep the color scheme of the Jessica Drew Spider-Woman design, but I wanted to add the Batwoman mask, cape, and utility belt from Batwoman. And you can see that the design kind of mirrors the same elements that my Batman design had, and I tried to keep the same design language across all of my Bat family members. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 10, we got Jessica Drew meets Kaine's Batwoman. So, as you can tell, we sort of got that, oh, again, backhead, really good. We got the Jessica Drew, the Spider-Woman body, with sort of that Spider-Woman look for the legs, especially inspired by Spider-Verse, where she's got like the boots and like the more leathery sort of feel. And then that white sort of accent color with the tight Batgirl mask that's usually associated with Kaine.
And that was day 10 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job. And while you're down there, why not leave a like and subscribe so you can see what we have in store for you for tomorrow in day 11. Today is day 11 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Shocker and Killer Moth. You can see with my design that I obviously wanted to include the mess of both of their costumes. So I took the purple and lime green from Killer Moth and the yellow from Shocker, while including the iconic elements of their design like Killer Moth's helmet and wings, and Shocker's patterned arms and gauntlets. And then I added the Lego Batman movie Batgirl boots, or legs, because they include the yellow boots and purple pants, which I think combos really nicely for this figure. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, we got day 11 here, Spiderbatvember. We got Killer Moth meets the Shocker. I know I went pretty basic with this one, but I mean, what else are you gonna do? Went with that yellow and purple color scheme, which sort of mixes the two of them. Then I got the Killer Moth helmet because I just really like that piece. The Shocker gauntlets, yeah, let me know.
And that was day 11 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow in day 12. Today is day 12 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Venom and Bane. You can see with my custom that I wanted to make the idea that the Venom symbiote was the Venom serum that Bane uses to enhance his strength. So that's why I have it originating from his wrist device on his right hand. And then you can see the tendril moves around to his back that then forms the head spouting off his back to talk to Bane, just like in the Tom Hardy Venom movies. And then I included some more militaristic looking pants for him with some boots, and then a Venom torso to get across the idea that even when he's not fully Venomized, that he still has the insignia on his outfit. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 12, we got Venom mixed with Bane. I went with that Crossbones head. I think it has the yellow eyes that really goes with the Bane character. And then I sort of want to do this backpack that makes it look like the Venom symbiote is being injected into his veins rather than his normal toxin. So I thought that worked pretty well. We got the ripped up black pants and the Venom logo on the chest. Let me know what you think.
And that was day 12 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job. And leave a like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 13. Today is day 13 of Spiderbatvember. We take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Scorpion and Poison Ivy. You can see with my design that there's a heavy Scorpion influence, but I wanted to take a more grounded approach to the Poison Ivy side of the character. So, in my imagination, this character uses their knowledge of plants to make poisons and toxins that they then use in their Scorpion suit to attack Spiderbat. And the Scorpion design, I took heavy influence from the first Spider-Man game, and I obviously made it a female version just to tie it all back to Poison Ivy. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Day 13, we got the Scorpion mixed with Poison Ivy. As you can see, I sort of went the route of the Into the Spider-Verse for Scorpion with all the legs at the bottom. And then I also got the red hair for Poison Ivy, the tail made out of plants, and like sort of if it was a plant creature mixed with Scorpion for this one. So hope you guys like this. Vote for me down in the comments.
And that was day 13 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job in the comments. And like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 14. Today is day 14 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Deathstroke and Deadpool. With my design, you can see that I obviously have the Deathstroke mask, and then the bow staff and sword of Deathstroke as well, but then the scarred face that Deadpool has. And then for the suit itself, I tried to take a Deathstroke costume and then give it a Deadpool color scheme without using the parts from either of the figures, as Deadpool already takes a lot of inspiration from Deathstroke himself. So I went with the Rocket Raccoon torso and the legs from a Sith Trooper. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 14, we got Deathstroke meets Deadpool. I went with that Aquaman torso to show off the scales, which I usually associate with Deathstroke, and then I sort of just did the color schemes of Deathstroke with the design of a Deadpool, specifically that 2012 like Deadpool figure with the guns and the swords and the neck brace. So I really like how this one came out. Let me know what you guys think.
And that was day 14 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 15. Today is day 15 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Daredevil and Nightwing. You can see with my design that I obviously used the 2014 Nightwing torso because it uses that red and black design, which both Nightwing and Daredevil share in the comics. And then I used the Daredevil head and horn piece from the Daily Bugle. And then for the rest of the outfit, I tried to mirror the colored segments of the yellow and red Daredevil costume, where the red singlet would be, you have the black singlet, and then you have like the red bodysuit underneath where the yellow one would be. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, today we got day 15 of Spiderbatvember. I got Nightwing mixed with Daredevil here. As you can see, I went for like the Daredevil mask with the horns, and then we've just got the Nightwing torso. You guys always say I don't add enough detail, so we added that little more red in there with the dual molded legs and the red bandana. I'm pretty happy with this one. Let me know what you guys think.
And that was day 15 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 15. Today is day 16 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Firefly and Beetle. You can see that I took the Beetle fig from 2012 as the base for the figure, and then I added some touches of yellow for Firefly to get his color scheme across with the utility belt, the hands, and the Firefly helmet. And then, instead of going for the straight-up arsonist route, I thought I would take more of the 2004 The Batman series, route with Firefly, where he more shoots lasers instead of straight up flames, as I feel like that fits more with Beetle's armored suit aesthetic. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, we got Firefly mixed with Beetle for day 16. As you can see, I went with the Firefly helmet. We got the Beetle torso, and then I put this yellow backpack on there. It could be like a jetpack to give the flying. We did that fire gun, do some dual molded legs, and sort of combine the color schemes for both of them.
And that was day 16 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 17. Today is day 17 of Spiderbatvember. We take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Silvermane and Ra's al Ghul. You can see with my custom that there's a heavy Silvermane influence where I took his robotic armor suit that keeps him alive, and my thought was that this thing would be pumped with Lazarus Pit juice that keeps Ra's al Ghul / Silvermane alive, as they both have that immortality kind of thing going. And then I used the Ra's al Ghul head from his figure, but I used the old side with some white hair, and then I just threw on his green cape because I felt like he needed a touch more of Ra's al Ghulness. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 17, we've got Silvermane meets Ra's al Ghul. As you can see, I went with the Ra's al Ghul head, and then I used this torso from Dune to get the silver armor of Silvermane, as well as some white hair, and then a green cape and a neck cape to add that Ra's al Ghul aesthetic. Finished off with a samurai sword, and I'm pretty happy with this one.
And that was day 17 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 18. Today is day 18 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Black Cat and Catwoman. Now, because these characters are so similar, their costumes kind of look exactly the same with just a few minute differences, so I tried to amplify both of their differences by giving the big puffy collar for the fur that Black Cat has, and I added a lot of the purple that you sometimes see in Catwoman's suit. But besides that, it's just like a tight leotard outfit, and I gave it the utility belt just to give her some more tactical gear, and I really like on the torso how there's the cat zipper up by her neck, which really looks like it connects the fur collar. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 18 of Spiderbatvember. We got Black Cat meets Catwoman. As you can see, I went for the fur that I always sort of associate with Black Cat. We got those dual molded legs with the Catwoman torso and then the Catwoman mask, and then I went for that darker skin tone that suits the modern Selena Kyle.
And that was day 18 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 19. Today is day 19 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Black Mask and Hammerhead. Now, I had a tough time designing this minifigure, as I didn't really know how to combine both of these characters because both of their iconic traits come from their head. So I just took my Black Mask minifigure, which is Moon Knight from the CMF, but then with a black skull head, and I gave him some hammers, and my idea would be that he just hammers people's heads together. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 19, we have Black Mask meets Hammerhead. So as you can see, I went with the white suit from Black Mask and then the Hammerhead. So, pretty simple one today. Let me know what you guys think.
And that was day 19 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below who you think did a better job, and leave a like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 20. Today is day 20 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Red Hood and Kaine. You can see with my design that I wanted to keep an obvious red mask because of Red Hood having his red mask. So I went with the Scarlet Spider head. And then I tried to keep a red and black color scheme throughout the figure to kind of represent Kaine's suit, which is a little difficult because we don't have an official Kaine minifigure. And then I gave it some tactical looking pants with what looks kind of like a gun holster on the side because Red Hood uses guns, so I figured this would be a Spider-Man / Batman character that uses guns. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 20 of Spiderbatvember, we got Kaine mixed with Red Hood. As you can see, we're going for that Arkham design with the red hood over just like the plain red mask. And then I went for a torso that had the Kaine colors and sort of looks like a spider logo if you look at it wrong. And then obviously we went with the Deadpool legs, just add a little texture there. And then we got the gun and the knife that are sort of Red Hood-esque from that Under the Red Hood film. Let me know what you guys think.
And that was day 20 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 21. Today is day 21 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Sandman and the Ventriloquist. For my custom, I wanted the Ventriloquist to be Sandman's anchor point for his being, as he doesn't really have his own physical body. So my idea was that all of the sand would be stored inside of the ventriloquist dummy, which I just use a hat, head, and torso piece since we don't have a ventriloquist piece itself in Lego. And then instead of just using a normal Sandman minifigure, I decided to try and make my own half-transformed Sandman, where he kind of looks like he's a man, but also you can clearly tell that he's starting to morph into his sand version. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
All right, guys, day 21, we got the Ventriloquist meets Sandman. As you can see, I did a little play where I did a large Sandman using the Ventriloquist as his dummy. So this was just a little play on it. This is my custom Sandman. I've had this for a while. Don't mind the drawing on the face. That's old, but yeah, I sort of just wanted to have some fun with this concept, so let me know what you guys think.
And that was day 21 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow in day 22. Today is day 22 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Victor Zsasz and Carnage. You can see with my custom that I wanted him to be in an Arkham jumpsuit, so I used the jumpsuit from the new Arkham Asylum set that came out this year. And then I used Loki's head because obviously there's not a Victor Zsasz minifigure that has like the tally marks cut into him, so I just found a head with an evil grin, and then I showed him half transformed into Carnage by just using some of the parts from the original 2015 or 16 minifigure. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
All right, guys, day 22, we got Zsasz mixed with Carnage. As you can see, I went with the traditional Carnage head, and then we got, of course, got the arm with the arm printing. And I just did an Arkham jumpsuit to represent Zsasz because I don't think there's really any good official torsos to really show that off, so I just did him sort of coming out of prison, which is the outfit I always picture Zsasz in. Let me know what you guys think.
And that was day 22 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 23. Today is day 23 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Batgirl and Spider-Girl. You can see that with my custom, I wanted to make the costume feel very similar to my previous Batman costume, because both Spider-Girl and Batgirl's costumes are more just a female version of Spider-Man and Batman's costume. Although I did go for a lighter color scheme, and I went for a white accent color instead of black, just to change it up a little bit. And then I obviously went for more of a domino mask look instead of a full Batman cowl. And yeah, that's my custom. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
All right, guys, day 23 of Spiderbatvember. We got Spider-Girl mixed with Batgirl. I went with that Spider-Girl from the Bridge Battle torso. And then I went sort of emphasized that white and black of that suit with the Batman cape. And then I went with the old style mask. I really wish I had the white one, but it came in Joker's Manor and I don't have that, so you get this, and I think it turned out pretty good.
And that was day 23 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote down below for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what you have for you tomorrow for day 24. Today is day 24 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Bullseye and Deadshot. You can see that my design takes a heavy influence from Bullseye, with his black jumpsuit and white accents with his boots, gloves, and utility belt. And then, to give him some Deadshot attributes, I gave him his mask from the official figure, and then cut up a handcuff piece to give him his wrist gauntlet guns. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
All right, guys, for day 24, we got Deadshot mixed with Bullseye. So, as you can see here, I try to keep the design of like a Deadshot costume, but with the color scheme of a Bullseye. So I did those silver bottom legs, but then I did the black of the Bullseye costume, which sort of, these legs sort of match the official Lego Deadshot figure. And then I went with this mask because I like how it was black, like the Bullseye costume, but then it had that eye thing, which I think is perfect for a Deadshot Bullseye costume. Did some red hands to sort of match the Deadshot color schemes and the eye, and then we got a little rifle here. So let me know what you guys think.
And that was day 24 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 25. Today is day 25 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Azrael and Scarlet Spider. With my design, I wanted to make a more homemade looking version of my Spiderbat design. So I did that by taking heavy influence from Scarlet Spider with his more hoodie and the red onesie approach. However, I wanted to add some more tactical elements from Azrael's design, so I used Deadshot's arms to give him a little bit of armor, and then I also gave him his sword, which I always imagine Azrael having. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 25, we got Scarlet Spider meets John Paul Valley's Azrael. So as you can see, I went with that dark blue face mask and then sort of the armor and wings of Azrael. And then I wanted to do the blue body of Scarlet Spider with the Scarlet Spider red arms and red legs. And obviously we got that Scarlet Spider arm printing there to get the web shooters. I'm pretty happy with this one. I wanted to keep that blue in the body that sort of matches Scarlet Spider. And then obviously we got the spider logo. Let me know what you guys think.
And that was day 25 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 26. Today is day 26 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Electro and Maxi Zeus. For my design, I wanted to use the Hercules figure from the Disney CMF as the base, as it gets across the Greek design philosophy, but also has a few Thunderbolt elements to it. So I gave him a lightning bolt sword, and then I wanted to give him more of an Electro taste, so I swapped out his blue cape for a yellow one, and then I used the Electro mask from the Spidey and His Amazing Friends sets, because I felt like it just gave that nice touch of Electro-ness. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 26, we have Maxi Zeus crossed with Electro. As you can see here, I did the Electro head from Amazing Spider-Man 2. Then I went with an Avatar torso because it has the toga sort of look that goes with the Maxi Zeus, or like a Greek god, that type of look. And then obviously we did the same for the torso. The skin tones don't match perfectly, but I think for the electric feel, the lines and the dot work on this torso actually worked really well. So let me know what you guys think. Yeah.
And that was day 26 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 27. Today is day 27 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Kraven and KG Beast. You can see with my design that I used Kraven as a base for the minifigure, because I felt like his outfit was a lot more distinct than KG Beast. But I wanted to add some KG Beast elements, so I used a Bane head for the mask, but I made sure to make it different from the Bane head I used on my Bane and Venom custom, because I didn't want them to look exactly the same, because their masks are different in the comics. And then if you didn't know, KG Beast actually has a robotic hand, so I tried to emulate that on the figure by making him hold something that kind of looks like the shape of his robotic hand from the comics. And then, like I said, I used the Kraven minifigure as a base with just that classic lion vest and, you know, some animal prints on him. And of course, I had to give him a spear. And yeah, that's my custom. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 27 I think it is. We got KG Beast mixed with Kraven the Hunter. As you can see, I went with my favorite head for Kraven the Hunter, as well as the spear for Kraven the Hunter. And then we just sort of did the costume of the KG Beast with the metal arm and the red and black color scheme. Kind of a hard one, but let me know what you guys think.
And that was day 27 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 28. Today is day 28 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Mad Hatter and the Purple Man. For my design, I wanted to take the design aesthetic of the Mad Hatter being more of a suit coat with a giant top hat, but give him the color scheme of the Purple Man, which, if you couldn't guess, is purple. So I used, for the base of the minifigure, the Penguin from the Batman, as I felt like it was a darker touch to the character while still having the purple pinstripes in the suit, which I really liked. And then I had to give him a giant black top hat because I couldn't find a purple one. And then I figured I would use Sinestro's head, as that was probably the most human-looking purple head I could find, because it was either that or Thanos, and he doesn't really look like a human. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, day 28, we have the Mad Hatter crossed with Purple Man. As you can see, I did a purple suit. I went with that Heath Ledger Joker just because I think it's the most like sort of realistic looking suit. Did make it a vest just to add a little more green. And then I went with the white flesh tone using an Aldrich Killian head from 2013. And then I did do green top hat because I didn't want to use a purple Indiana Jones hat, which is the only purple hat that I had. So let me know what you guys think.
And that was day 28 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 29. Today is day 29 of Spiderbatvember. We take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Lizard and Man-Bat. With my design, I wanted to give the effect that most of Man-Bat's hair was on the back of the figure. So that's why I used the fur collar piece and the Man-Bat headpiece. And then I used the Lizard's head and torso from the No Way Home set. And then for the legs, I used the Werewolf by Night legs to give him some more furry-looking feet with claws. And then I added the Lizard's tail underneath a Firestar Toys custom white lab coat jacket because I felt like Lizard always has that white lab coat jacket. And Man-Bat is also a scientist, so I felt like he could wear it as well. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, today we got day whatever it is. I don't remember anymore. We got Lizard crossed with Man-Bat. As you can see, I threw some wings on there to give it that Man-Bat look. I also went with the Beast Boy head and hair, just because it has the sharp tooth and stuff that goes with Man-Bat. And then I did the purple pants and the green muscly but sort of skinny looking torso, and the overall green and purple design to mimic Lizard. Hope you guys like this one.
And that was day 29 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you tomorrow for day 30. Today is day 30 of Spiderbatvember, where we take one Spider-Man character, one Batman character, and mash them together to make one brand new character. Today, we have Condiment King and Bodega Bandit. Now, I really prefer Condiment's design over Bodega Bandit because Bodega Bandit's really just feels like nothing to me. So I tried to get that across by staying with his nothing design with just his leather jacket and striped undershirt. And then I gave it the hat as well because I felt like that was a nice touch that he had over Condiment King. But then I tried to throw in some Condiment King elements like the underpants being on the outside of his pants and the pickle-looking head piece that he has. And then I obviously had to give him his iconic ketchup and mustard guns. Now, let's see what Murphy made.
Alright guys, final day of Spiderbatvember. They obviously decided to go out with an absolute banger. My favorite character, the Bodega Burglar. As you can see, I took that Bodega Burglar striped shirt, and then I went for a grimy Condiment King realistic look. The helmet, the goggles, the mustard gun, the ketchup gun. Just two of my favorite characters coming together finally. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed Spiderbatvember.
And that was day 30 of Spiderbatvember. Don't forget to vote for who you think did a better job, and like and subscribe so you can see what we have for you next month in December for our new short series. And the winner of Spiderbatvember is me, Caleb Brits. I hope that you all enjoy, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. As Murphy would say, stay bricked up.